The name that once shook the entire world is back in the global headlines. Secret parties, powerful connections, hidden networks of the influence. And now a fresh wave of allegation is raising even bigger questions. Because a new investigation is reportedly exploring whether disgraced financier Jeffrey Epstein had links that stretched far beyond the crime into the shadowy world of international espionage. But before we go there, let's slow down and understand what is really confirmed, what is alleged, and why the story is creating global curiosity and controversy. You're watching TimesXP. It's me, Dhrityatri. Jeffrey Epstein. He was a wealthy American financier who built connections with some of the world's most powerful people out there. Anybody, business leaders, politicians, royal families, celebrities. His social network, it was enormous. But behind that glamorous public image, investigators later exposed serious criminal charges involving trafficking, exploitation of minors, crimes that shook the entire world. Epstein was arrested, and his death in jail in 2019, it triggered endless questions, investigations, global scrutiny. Now a new chapter may be emerging. Reports linked to an investigation in Poland, they are discussed in intelligence and media circles. According to these claims, investigators are examining whether Epstein may have been connected to intelligence operations or foreign espionage network. And the most dramatic allegation being discussed is whether Epstein could have been linked directly or indirectly to Russian intelligence interests. Now, important to understand, these are claims and investigative discussions and not any proven facts. No official global intelligence agency has confirmed such links, but the possibility alone is triggering serious debate among security analysts, because if such connections ever existed, the implications could be massive. Now, here's the theory that even exists. Epstein's life, it was surrounded by secrecy, right? He had private jets, private island, exclusive gathering attended by very influential figures from around the globe. And according to investigators, in fact, in multiple countries, Epstein collected enormous amount of personal and sensitive information about his high-profile contacts. In the world of intelligence, information is the power. Well, history shows that espionage agencies sometimes try to obtain compromising material on influential personalities. Such information can be used for leverage, influence, or blackmail. Some analysts believe that Epstein's social network gave him access to extremely powerful individuals, and that raises a disturbing question. Was Epstein simply a criminal financier, or was he part of a much larger information network? Now, the Polish investigation reports are being described as explosive by some resources. They suggest Epstein may have played a role in gathering sensitive personal or political information. Now, if that is true, and again, it remains unverified, such operations could potentially impact diplomatic, intelligence, and political relationships across multiple countries. Now, the main question and the ending statement: why is Russia's name being mentioned in these discussions? Because Russia has long been accused by Western intelligence agencies of running very sophisticated global espionage operations, from cyber surveillance to political influence campaign to intelligence gathering through unconventional networks. However, there are currently no public proof that is directly linking Epstein to Russian spy agencies. This remains a subject of speculations and investigation. But as this whole particular story, it also raises questions about intelligence operations inside the US. Some reports suggest that Epstein may have had interactions with individuals connected to intelligence circles, but intelligence agencies worldwide, they often interact with businesses, diplomats, in fact, international figures. So such interactions alone do not confirm any kind of activity. And that is why investigators are moving cautiously.